Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here at Beardstown. Just about 6.5 minutes to go for our nightcap game here tonight. It's the West Central Cougars taking on the Unity Mustangs. Cougars were a winner last night over Rushville, 53-22. This is the first foray into the tournament here tonight for the Unity Mustangs. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Liberty, Hannibal, and more. Go see them for your next home, residential, or business loan. We'll come back here in just a couple of minutes and get you primed for this one between the Cougars and the Mustangs coming up here on Central Illinois Sports.
Go team go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month, and if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
It's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it, so the peace of mind of that's very nice.
Hey, grab me one too.
Welcome back to Central Illinois Sports and the Great Rivers Bank pregame show for the West Central Cougars and the Unity Mustangs here on our nightcap of night number 2 at the Beardstown Tiger Classic. Let's get you primed for these two teams. West Central came in off a win last night, 53-22 over Rushville Industry, where Zach Evans, the talented All-State candidate, finished with 20-plus points here in his season campaign debut. The all-around guard can do just about anything, folks, and he's got a great complement of players behind him to do it, including Chance Little, the big 6'4" forward inside who causes a lot of defensive damage for teams, along with Carson Brown, Mason Berry in the backcourt. A name we want you to keep an eye out for is number 4, Cameron Sievers, the 5'7" junior guard who has really started to shine a little bit here on this West Central team. Maybe a candidate for a breakout player of the year. Someone to keep an eye on. They've got other guys like Riker Ford, Gabe Howard, Caden Meyer, and more, as Ryan Seasting went deep into his bench last night. Regarded as one of the best teams in the area, ranked 5th in the state right now in Aaron Britton's Nesto Hoops preseason poll in Class 1A. If any team's going to try and slow him down here a little bit tonight, it might be Keith Carruthers' Unity Mustangs. They've got a couple of really talented seniors in the likes of Cody Schaefer in the backcourt as the point guard, along with the big 6'4" forward Melvin McMillan. Expect maybe a double-double performance out of McMillan tonight, and Schaefer is a very shifty, quick point guard who can make some passes happen out of nowhere. The X factors here tonight for the Mustangs come in the hands of the 6'4" Ethan Lucy, a senior forward, and a little bit of a swing guard there for the Mustangs, who adds a lot of length to that team and a lot of height. The other player is the sophomore, the 6'2" Sawyer Allen, a 1,000-point scorer in junior high who they expect big things out of here in the next few years at Unity. You can expect some other Bulldogs like Ethan Voss off the bench, along with some new-coming faces like Skylar Godshall, the 6'1" junior guard, and some other sophomores here like the likes of Blake Arnsman and Kendall Knox and Miles Moulton. It's going to be a heck of a night here as we've got about 2 minutes left to go here. This Mustang squad, if they're going to slow them down any, they've got to keep down on turnovers. It's something that the Unity Mustangs kind of struggled with from time to time. They would just get a few too many turnovers as they tried to push things sometimes too hard. But if anything, they are going to work hard on defense, and they are always going to stay tight in the defensive rebounding battle, if not out-rebound you no matter what team you are. 1 minute left to go here in the break. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, starting lineups and more, as the West Central Cougars take on the Unity Mustangs as our nightcap here at Beardstown.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply. Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Ready to rock and roll here from Beardstown. Let's get you ready for starting lineups, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs, no other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Go check out those wonderful Black Friday sales they have coming up later on this week. Starting lineup here for the Mendon Unity Mustangs, Keith Carruthers' crew in their season opener here at Beardstown. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Mustangs in their road maroons with white tonight. Starting at forward, a 6-foot sophomore, number 10 is Sawyer Allen. At point guard for the Mustangs, a 6-foot senior, number 21 is Cody Schaefer. At the forward spot, a 6'4 senior, number 25 is Melvin McMillan. At another forward, a 5'9 senior, number 34, the big bully, Ethan Voss. And at the other forward, this 6'4 senior, number 44, is Ethan Lucy. Ken Gray and Greg Hildebrand at the side with Keith Carruthers. Starting lineup for the West Central Cougars here tonight under Ryan Seasting's helm, 1-0 here in this early season. Mason Berry, the 6-foot senior guard, starts tonight at point guard. At the other guard is a 5'10 sophomore, number 10, Nick Hamilton. At the other guard, the shooting guard, the 6'2 senior, the All-State candidate, number 23, Zach Evans. At one forward is the 6'4 senior, number 24, Chance Little. And at the other forward, the 6'2 senior, number 25, Carson Brown. It will be Berry, Hamilton, Evans, Little, and Brown for Ryan Seasting's West Central Cougars.
Good luck to both teams.
Ready to rock and roll here. It's been a long day at Beardstown as we get into the evening hours, just about 10 minutes behind schedule. But we are so glad you're joining us alongside here for the nightcap. Hope you've got your favorite drink on ice and your popcorn hot and the butter on it. We're ready to rock and roll here for game number 3 of 3 tonight. We'll be back here at 5 o'clock tomorrow night. We adjust the camera work here just a little bit, and that's not going to work. Officials checking things out here with the basketballs. They're working some things out on the scoreboard and maybe checking something out here on the scorebook. Excuse me. It's going to be Ethan Lucy jumping up against Chance Little here as we get things ready to rock and roll. We are ready for action here on Central Illinois Sports. Basketball comes down into the hands of the Cougars. Brown will grab it first for West Central and gets it to Berry. Little with it, driving around the line. It's a first early three from Zach Evans. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Ethan Lucy, and here come the Mustangs' first possession of the evening. They push it down to Ethan Voss. Takes a dribble, gets guarded by Howard as they whip it around the perimeter. This is Sawyer Allen with it, guarded by Evans. 2 1,000-point scorers in junior high going at it, and now Sawyer Allen comes up with a loose ball. They get it into McMillan. He drives up and under, and they say that's a foul on the floor against the Cougars. Foul is going to go against number 10, Nick Hamilton. That'll be his first personal, team first against West Central. We remind you, as we have all week, because I've got to remind myself, after 5 fouls, we go to bonus shots, and we reset those at the end of every quarter. That's a new rule here this year in Illinois, whether it's high school or junior high. Over to Sawyer Allen, now guarded by Hamilton. Pick for McMillan comes. Here comes Allen. Drives in, bullies up with the right hand. No good. Rebound comes to the hands of McMillan. Back out to Cody Schaefer. Drives in on the left side, stops at the elbow. McMillan drives in, kicks it out. Sawyer Allen, baseline drive, goes up with the right hand off the glass and rolls around it in. Unity. Unity gets the early lead, had a little bit of a coughing fit here. Zach Evans quickly slashes back in and ties things up. On the Pike County Real Estate scoreboard, we're tied up at 2 on baskets from Sawyer Allen and Zach Evans. Allen with the basketball at the volleyball line, guarded again by Evans. They get it out to McMillan. He's guarded by Chance Little as they drag Chance out a little further than normal. They get the ball into Voss. Voss picks it up off the glass and in. Ethan Voss gets it in for 2. It's a 4-2 lead here for the Unity Mustangs. These two teams got very up close and personal during football season when they got to play against each other in 100-degree heat in week number 1 of the season. West Central came away with a last fourth quarter drive to win. 6:09 here off the turnover. It'll be a Mustangs basketball. Sawyer Allen's going to take it up the floor. Drives against Little, gives it over to Voss. Schaefer with the ball, guarded by Berries. They tip it up to the corner, and they get it into Lucy. McMillan with the basketball now. Drives left side. Ethan Voss in the corner. Thought about the 3. Drives in. Maybe took an extra step, but got away with it. He'll get the layup. 4 quick points for Ethan Voss. It's a 6-2 lead here for the Mustangs. Quickly working it around. 3 ball on the way from Mason Berry. No good. Rebound comes down to Ethan Voss, and here come the Mustangs. Pushing now is Schaefer to McMillan. McMillan up with the layup and good. And just like that is a quick bucket for the Mustangs. And an 8-2 lead here for Unity. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. Top-notch local computer sales and repair services when you need them. Adams Experts, your go-to to computer service when yours goes down. We're going to take a quick 30-second break here on Central Illinois Sports.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that. It looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Well, the Mustangs have come out to an 8-2 lead here in the early going of this one. We'll see how the Cougars respond as Evans' long 3 ball is no good. Rebound fought down for Little, but it comes down into the hands of Sawyer Allen. There's going to be a foul in the backcourt, 90 feet away from Zach Evans. For Evans, that'll be his 3rd. Second team foul of the quarter here. Severs is going to come in. He's going to sit down for Hamilton. Riker Ford comes in. He'll sit down Mason Berry as you get a little bit of a backcourt change here for West Central. Unity has surprised everyone and come out to an 8-2 lead here. Keith Brothers barking out some instructions down from the sideline. They get the ball over to McMillan. Backdoor cut from Schaefer, nothing there. They'll get it up to Allen at the top of the key and get the pick from McMillan. Now Sawyer Allen tries to drive through, goes up with the right hand, and they say that'll be a traveling call as he got a little extra step in there. Sawyer Allen, 6'2 sophomore, very, very strong, stout kid, very used to penetrating into that lane and trying to drive through. That's one of the things he does best. With the basketball is Little. He's going to go past Lucy. Chance Little with a nice drive as he caught Lucy sleeping. And it's a 4-8 game. McMillan can't handle the pass from Sawyer Allen, loses it now. It's a turnover and a steal from Severs. Here comes West Central. Severs over to Brown. Zach Little working on the sideline. Riker Ford looks for Little. Nothing's there as they work it across the perimeter. Severs with it, guarded by Schaefer. And they say that's going to be an offensive foul. The signal against West Central. Foul called against Carson Brown. His first personal, team number 3. So the Mustangs still get a 4-point advantage here in the basketball back with about halfway through the first quarter. Sawyer Allen drives in, kicks it out. Ethan Voss, 3 ball from the corner is good. Ethan Voss out of nowhere has 7 points to pace the Mustangs. It's an 11-4 lead for Unity. Severs now drives in, popped from 8-footer, got a little contact but got it in, didn't get the foul call. Severs gets it down. It's an 11-6 game. Voss with the basketball. Lucy slashing baseline, nothing there as they get it to McMillan 20 feet away. He pops up a long three. McMillan knocks it down. Melvin McMillan with three. It's a 14-6 ball game. Now they quickly get it into chances. West Central runs quick transition. Nothing there as Carson Brown flies in for the layup. And it's going to go out of bounds. They say it'll go off of Brown. It's going to be Mustangs basketball. Barry will check back in. He'll come in for Sievers. With the basketball, here is Sawyer Allen. He'll slowly walk it up, and he'll meet Zach Evans at the big Tiger paw. 3:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Mendon Unity up by 8. McMillan with the basketball, drives into too many Cougars, and he's going to lose the basketball, but they say it will go off of West Central and remain a Mustang ball. Ethan Voss, the inbound man, he'll get it to Schaefer in the corner. Now they get it back to Voss in the short corner. Brown will tip it away. Mustangs will retain possession here. Voss tried to make a move. Now they get it back up to McMillan on the inbounds. Over to Sawyer Allen. He's now guarded by Ford. That's a mismatch size-wise for Sawyer Allen. They get into McMillan. McMillan goes up against Barry. Barry able to shut him down, and McMillan drags the feet. It'll be a travel turnover on the Mustangs. With the basketball is Barry. Tries to find it inside, gets it to Little. Ford back to Little. Now bellow it up against Lucy. They kick it back out to Evans. Evans thought about the three, guarded out by Sawyer Allen. Riker Ford on the slash on the three-man weave, gets it back now to Brown. Brown goes into double cover. Schaefer tries to take the charge, no call. Mustangs get the ball anyway. Here comes Unity. Ethan Voss driving around, spin move from Ethan Voss as he barrels in, nothing there. Lucy hits the deck. Here comes West Central in transition. It's Evans. Evans goes in, running free throw line is good. Zach Evans with two. It's a 14-8 ball game. 4 quick points here for Zach Evans of the Mustang 8, or the Cougar 8, excuse me. With the basketball, Allen picks it up 50 feet away. Gets it to Lucy at the three-point line. He's guarded by Brown. To Allen, trying to dribble through. It's McMillan, three ball from the left side, and it's good. Melvin McMillan knocks down another three. 17-8 lead here for Unity. They get it now down into Little. Little bellies up against Lucy, and now they're going to get the foul as Lucy says he was straight up, but the officials deem otherwise. For Lucy, it's going to be
Ethan Lucy, his first, team first, at the line, number 24, Chance Little.
His first personal foul. Team first in the game here against the Mustangs. As Chance Little goes to the free throw line. First one is up and good.
Checking in for Mendon, number 2, Miles Moulton.
Checking in for the Mustangs here. 5'9" sophomore guard, it's Miles Moulton, number 2, checks in as Ethan Voss will take a seat. Chance Little eyes up the second one. It's up and good. It's a 10-17 ball game. Is checking in for West Central is going to be number 34, Caden Meyer, the 6'1" junior. Chance Little will take a seat. And I haven't seen enough basketball yet this season, but I know enough to know that the more that Chance Little is on the floor, the better the Cougars' odds are. So we'll see how he runs without a rotation here. Schaefer with the basketball on the left side, guarded by Barry. Gets the pick from Lucy. On the pick and roll, they get it to Lucy. Now he zips it back around. It's Moulton. Three ball on the right side, off the rim, no good. Off the hands of McMillan, it'll go out of bounds and be a West Central basketball. Well, it's been a fun first quarter so far. Brown with the basketball to Ford. Guarded out now. This is Caden Meyer. Evans with it. Paired up against Lucy on that possession. Kicks it over to the right side. Here comes Barry. Driving baseline 2-on-1. Gets some contact with Moulton. Nothing there. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it appears to go off the hands of Carson Brown. 58 seconds left to go here. This has been a fun first quarter. Mustangs leading 17-10. Awesome hot shooting from Ethan Voss and Melvin McMillan. Schaefer with the basketball, guarded by Barry 30 feet away. Moulton with it now. Bellied up from Riker Ford. Moulton loses the basketball. Diving on the floor is Carson Brown. He's going to get it tied up. We apologize here for a couple of the camera miscues. Folks, it's a one-man band tonight here up in Media Row. Possession on the jump ball will remain with Mendon here with 41 seconds left in the frame. They get the basketball now down to McMillan in the corner. Tries to work it into Lucy. Kicks it back out from underneath the basket. Here comes Sawyer Allen. Sawyer Allen bullies in. Layup is good for Sawyer Allen. It's a 19-10 advantage here. As Sawyer Allen finds himself with 4 quick points. 23 seconds left to go here in the quarter. 3 ball on the way from Evans is no good. Gets tipped up in the air by Meyer, and it comes down to the hands of Miles Moulton. Unity's going to have a chance to get it one here. McMillan goes into the post, spin move up with the right hand, and good. Melvin McMillan with 2 more. It's a 21-10 lead here for the Mustangs. Mason Berry driving in 2 seconds. 1, no good. And the Unity Mustangs have an 11-point lead at the end of the first quarter. It's Unity 21, West Central 10. We'll see how this one plays out in 60 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Jersey's World! Jersey's World! Party time! Excellent! Party on, James! Party on, Todd!
Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, where you can find the best burgers, sandwiches, and steaks, all locally sourced from GJY Beef Company.
We love beer! We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer. Enjoy one of our many craft selections on the patio. All at Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Camp Point, Illinois.
Well, after 1 quarter of play, the Unity Mustangs have burst out to an 11-point lead here. It's 21-10, but it'll be West Central basketball here to start the second quarter. Ethan Voss checked in at the quarter for Unity. Hamilton checked in at the quarter for West Central. Chance Little also back in the rotation as well here for the Cougars. Hamilton drives in, tries to find Meyer, can't do it. It's a turnover, and here comes Schaefer. Now to Moulton. They get it down to the big guy and Lucy. Kicks it back out to Schaefer. They'll whip it around the perimeter here as Moulton pulls it back out to the Tiger Paw. Lucy trying to get something going, gets it to Voss. Voss comes in, gets it stripped away from Little. Comes back up with it. Ethan Voss goes up with it, no good. Rebound comes down to Chance Little, and he's going to get fouled on the play.
Foul called on number 34, Ethan Voss.
Fouls on number 34, Ethan Voss, his first, team first.
Number 25,
Carson Brown checks back in for number 34, Caden Meyer, as the Cougars will get their touch on it here again in the second quarter. Fouls reset at the end of the quarter, so you see those team fouls reset down to 0s and 1s. That means we're doing it all over again. Free throws come after the 5th foul. Little tips it back up. Evans, top of the 3 ball is good. There's Zach Evans, we know. It's a 21-13 deficit for the Cougars. And you see some three-quarter court press coming out here from West Central. They get it to Sawyer Allen. He quickly goes down to the line. Up off the glass is good for Sawyer Allen. 23-13 as Sawyer Allen has 6 points. 3 ball from Evans is no good. Rebound comes down to Moulton. He quickly throws it up to Schaefer. Schaefer drives in, gives it off to Sawyer Allen again. Up off the glass, high for Sawyer Allen. No good that time, and Little gets the rebound. West Central now pushing the tempo. They get it quickly up to Evans. Drives in through 2 defenders. Kick out to Mason Berry. 3 ball is no good. Fight for the rebound comes down to Carson Brown. He's caught in the short corner, but dishes off to Berry. Nice play from Berry, but they say it's going to be an offensive foul as Sawyer Allen draws the charge for Unity.
Offensive foul called against number 2, Mason Berry.
Mason Berry with the foul, his first personal foul. Team first of the quarter against West Central here. If you're just joining us, Melvin McMillan and Ethan Voss have paced the Mustangs out to a 10-point lead early here in the second. Loose ball comes on the way and it gets stripped away from Brown as Voss couldn't hold on to it. And now here comes Evans. Evans up against Schaefer, and Evans dishes with ease.
Number 23,
It's a 23-15 ball game. 6:08 left to go here in the second. As now West Central gets some full court pressure, and Unity's going to call a timeout. That's what happened. Hey, it's an Adams Fiber timeout. Top-notch local computer sales and repair services. Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. 217-214-3423. We'll be back in 15 seconds.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with DOT, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose DOT.
Unity took the timeout as they've got a reset here now as West Central trying to get some full court pressure defensively. They've got an 8-point lead in the basketball. As both teams get set for the press break or try here. Sawyer Allen will be the inbounds man. Miles Moulton closest to him by Melvin McMillan. They get the basketball now to McMillan. He got double teamed very quickly. Here comes Allen. Allen gets stripped away now. Evans got him on pick the pocket. Little to Evans like clockwork. And the Cougars are now down by 6, 23-17. Moulton trying to dribble through this press. He gets all the way through it, gets it now down. They quickly get it to Voss. Voss up and in on the quick transition bucket. 25-17. We are back and forth, and now Allen steals the basketball. Tries to throw it, and they say it'll be out of bounds, though, after the hustle play from Sawyer Allen.
Number 4, Cameron Sievers.
Cameron Sievers will check back in. He sits down Hamilton. Barry will be the inbounds man in front of the Mustangs bench here. 5:35 left to go in the first half. They get it to Evans. Evans drives baseline against Voss, and they say that'll be some contact. Voss will pick up the foul. It's the second team foul.
Foul called on number 34,
First
Ethan Voss.
of the half against Voss. His second, excuse me. Team second. Cody Schaefer
Mustangs, number 21,
checking in.
Schaefer.
He'll sit down for Lucy. Barry quickly gets it into Little. Little at the elbow, gets kicked out now to Evans. Evans stops and pops from three. In and out of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Sievers, though he can't finish either. Third try here coming up for the Cougars as they'll reset the offense. It's Barry. 3-ball from the left corner is in and good that time. 25-20 now as the Cougars are on the comeback. Basketball's going to go out of bounds now as the Mustangs struggling a little bit here with this full court pressure, and Keith Carruthers says this is what you are not supposed to do, is throw the basketball out of bounds. Barry will be the inbounds man. Trying to get it to Little out the elbow, back out to Evans, guarded by Sawyer Allen. Now they get it into Carson Brown, bumping and up there with Ethan Voss. He's caught in the short corner, has to get rid of it. 5 minutes left here in the half. Cougars being patient on this offensive set here as Barry gets the basketball. Now they get it into Little, bodied up by McMillan. Little up with the right hand, off the glass, takes a few friendly bounces for the Cougars' way and falls in. It's 25-22. Steal now, here comes Barry as the Cougar defense in this full court pressure really causing problems for the Mustangs. Zach Evans knocks it down and we are tied. It's 25-25. Keith Carruthers wants a timeout. It's an Adams Fiber timeout on the court. Top-notch local computer sales and service. Call Adam Experts 217-214-3423. We are back here in 1 minute.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. Press Yours on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Back to live action here as now the Mustangs take the timeout trying to figure out how to break this press, and they're not going to get it done that time too as they rush things. Ethan Voss loses the basketball. Evans almost went out of bounds with it, threw it off of Voss's legs, and it'll be a Cougar basketball here again. This was a 21-10 lead for the Unity Mustangs. It's been a big run here for the Cougars as they've tied things up at 25, and now Voss is going to get the foul called on him. For Ethan Voss, that's going to be his third personal.
34, Ethan Voss, his third, team third.
Team third against the quarter here for the Mustangs, as Lucy will check back in for Ethan Voss. West Central came out in the second quarter here in some full court defense, and Unity has struggled to respond. They whip the basketball around. Here's Carson Brown with it at the top of the key. Barry comes to get it back. Slowly working around. Zach Evans tried to think about the backdoor cut when nothing was there. Dribbles through defenders, now gets it out to Sievers. Sievers guarded by Moulton. 3:50 left to go here in the first half. Now Barry gets baseline, goes up, running 10-footer, stops and pops, no good. Here comes Moulton. Moulton tries to get it up to McMillan. McMillan goes in with it all the way on the coast-to-coast transition bucket. Melvin McMillan gets two more, and it's 27-25. There is no time to breathe here for the Mustangs, though. Instantly after they get it, the Cougars get on the transition attack, and Evans will draw the foul from Sawyer Allen on the block. First personal foul for Sawyer Allen.
His first, team fourth.
Team number 4 here against the Mustangs. Evans inbounds it to Brown. Back to Evans. 3-ball from the right side. Off the side of the rim, no good. Comes down to Barry. No good there on the second chance from Carson Brown. Here comes Schaefer and the Mustangs. They get it to McMillan in the corner. 3:06 left to go here. It's a 2-point advantage for the Mustangs. They would get the basketball back on the tie-up. Moulton's jumper, no good as it falls short of the rim. Barry with it now. They push it quickly down to Evans, and Schaefer's able to get his hands on it. So's the official in there, too. Sorry there, folks. We kind of messed up on the camera there. Evans will be the inbounds man. They get it now to Brown, and he'll pull things out and reset, and they get it back to Sievers at the Tiger Paw. Backdoor cut. Evans can't get away as Lucy got his hand on it, and now they say it's going to be a foul on McMillan as Brown goes up on the shot.
Foul called on number 25 for Melvin McMillan, his first, team fifth.
Team number 5 against the Mustangs. It'll be bonus the rest of the quarter here for the Cougars, as Carson Brown will go to the free throw line. First one is up and good for Brown. Pike County Express, your locally owned, family-owned newspaper serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday at a newsstand near you. As the first one is good, second one is not. It's a 27-26 lead for Unity as they get the rebound. Riker Ford checked back in for the Cougars on the last in between the free throws. McMillan with the basketball, drives to the right side, guarded by Brown, nothing there. He'll try and get rid of it, gets tripped up by Brown. Barely gets rid of it, back to Moulton. 2:20 left to go here in the first half. Sawyer Allen driving baseline, gets through 2 defenders, gets stripped away from Barry. Here comes West Central, quickly pushing down to Sievers, now down to Ford. Nice move from West Central, and Ford slipped.
Number 11, Riker Ford.
It slipped, went out of Ford's hands, went up off the glass and in. West Central fans might have wanted a foul on the call. McMillan with the basketball now as West Central has claimed the lead here. First lead in a while for the Cougars. Schaefer with it, steps out to Miles Moulton down in the far corner. They get it into Lucy, and he's going to draw the foul from Riker Ford, who was trying to reach around on that one. For Ford, that'll be his first personal, team second of the quarter here against the Cougars.
His first, the team second.
Cody Schaefer will inbounds here for the Mustangs. Ball goes into Sawyer Allen in the left corner. Nothing there, so he'll try and move around. Drives in now, gets an open lane, goes up with the right hand, no good. Rebound comes down to Sievers. Here comes West Central. Brown with the basketball, dribbles around the top of the key. Zach Evans on the backdoor cut, nothing there that time. Evans, long three ball. Off the back of the iron, no good. McMillan gets the rebound. Here comes Unity. Tries to find Moulton, but Sievers was there waiting. West Central on the transition run off the turnover, and here comes Brown. He'll get fouled by Schaefer. That'll be Schaefer's first personal of the ball game. Chance Little will check back in here for West Central.
Number 25, Carson Brown at the line.
Carson Brown steps to the line here for West Central. First one is up off the front of the iron and no good. Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call Damon at 217-285-4404 for Great Rivers Bank. Chance Little check back in. Second one rolls around and down for Carson Brown. It's a 29-27 advantage here for West Central. Moulton quickly pushes it now down to Sawyer Allen. He goes up against Brown, goes up with it. Won't get the basket, but Brown will get the foul. It's going to be the second one there as Keith Carruthers encouraging his guys to look down the floor in transition.
Team second at the line, and number 10, Sawyer Allen.
Sawyer Allen will be at the line here for the Mustangs. 6 points on the way here for the sophomore. Misses the first one. Caden Meyer will check back in. He'll sit down Carson Brown. Just under a minute left to go here in the first half. Second one is up and no good also for Sawyer Allen. Rebound comes down to the hands of Chance Little. Basketball no good. Now tipped away. Here comes Barry. Cougars now have the advantage on numbers. They get it to Evans. Looks for the cross-court pass and nothing there as he gets it to Barry. Barry drives in between every Mustang available, and they say that's going to be a foul on Barry. Cody Schaefer draws the offensive foul. Mason Barry gets called for the charge. Ryan Seasting and the Cougar staff did not agree.
Offensive foul called against number 2, Mason Barry. Checking in for the Cougars, number 4, Cameron
Sievers will come in as Barry will take a seat. He's got 2 fouls now with 37 seconds left to go here in the half. Full court pressure again from West Central. Now they get it down to McMillan as they get the court press beat. Now they get it into Sawyer Allen. Top of the free throw lane. Nothing there. Gets it out to Schaefer. 3 ball is no good. Sawyer Allen comes down with the rebound. 25 seconds left to go. Sawyer Allen comes in and they say that's going to be a travel call as the Cougar fans wanted the charge instead. They'll get the basketball back, but not the way they wanted with 21 seconds left to go here in the half. Evans will walk it across the big Tiger paw here in Tiger Country. 13 seconds left. He's guarded by Sawyer Allen. Evans drives through, up with the right hand, off the rim, in and out, no good. Sawyer Allen comes down with it. 2 seconds. Schaefer's got a chance to get it at the buzzer. Goes up with it, and he'll get fouled right at the buzzer by Riker Ford. So Schaefer is going to go to the free throw line. The foul is going to be against Ford. That's going to be the 4th team foul, his second personal. And now at the line here is Cody Schaefer with no time remaining. First one is up and no good for Schaefer. We'll reach the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show after this free throw. And we'll get you to a break. Second one is up and good for Schaefer, and that brings us to our halftime intermission. West Central 29, Unity 28. As we've reached the end of 2 quarters of play, you're watching the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. We'll be back with halftime analysis and more coming up here in a couple of minutes.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com. One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. It wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
We welcome you back here on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. Little Jess in Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple, making each sure customers' needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street here in Quincy. West Central has rallied back from a 21-10 first quarter deficit to take the 29-28 lead here at halftime. Zach Evans with 14 points on the board here for West Central. Melvin McMillan with 12 and Ethan Voss with 7 for the Unity Mustangs. We will be back here tomorrow night with 3 ball games coming up for you starting at 5 o'clock as Rushville takes on Mendon Unity. West Central will take on Hartsburg Emden to wrap up their pool play. And then Augusta Southeastern takes on the host school Beardstown Tigers in the nightcap at 8 o'clock. Coming up on Friday, Hartsburg Emden takes on Mendon at 5 p.m. The Galesburg Sophomores, who just got a win here earlier against Brown County, take on the Southeastern Suns. And Beardstown wraps up pool play against the Brown County Hornets Friday night at 8. We'll be back here Saturday for 4 games beginning at 11 a.m. with our 7th place contest moving all the way through our championship game at 3:30 in the afternoon. We'll bring you every game here live on Central Illinois Sports. We remind you Jack and the gang are down in Pittsfield all week covering the Saki Turkey Tournament. And Jack, Bob Ray, Bob Lonergan, and the crew will be heading to Normal to Illinois State University to cover the Class 1A football championship game between the Camp Point Central Panthers along with the Lena Winslow Panthers. That'll be going up at 10 a.m. Audio only for that broadcast. Coming up on Friday, Damon Emmerich will have the season opener for the Griggsville Perry Tornadoes, one of the other highly touted teams here in the area, as they'll open up their season against the Pawnee Indians. That'll be an estimated 4:30 start. So Friday, we're going to have basketball for you from 4:30 in the afternoon all the way until about 9:30, 9:45 here in the evening. It's a great way to spend your Black Friday instead of shopping. You can sit around and watch high school basketball with us. In the meanwhile, we've got a second half to get going here in about 5 minutes. So we encourage you to get that popcorn pop, get that cold drink on ice, and come settle back in. We'll be getting you ready to go for second half action here on the Little Jess Halftime Show on Central Illinois Sports.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month, and if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now. At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
It gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
it's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it. So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with DOT, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose DOT.
Nearing the end of the halftime intermission here on Central Illinois Sports, we are live from the Beardstown Tiger Classic, the 7th edition of this annual tournament during Thanksgiving week, as West Central Cougars hold a 1-point advantage over the Unity Mustangs, 29-28 here on night number 2 of our tournament. Been a pretty interesting half here as the Mustangs came out firing on all cylinders, but then they met that West Central full court pressure later in the second quarter, and things changed drastically here as West Central went on a heck of a run and has now claimed the 1-point lead here at halftime. Zach Evans again with 14 points, Melvin McMillan with 12 on the side for Unity. West Central in this pool with Mendon Unity, Hartsburg, Emden, and Rushville. The other pool is Galesburg Sophomores, Beardstown, Brown County, and Augusta Southeastern. Mustangs have made their way back out of the locker room here. Nice crowd is still filed in here for the nightcap here tonight at Beardstown. We'll expect to see these crowds get a little bit larger as college kids get home for the weekend and we get towards the end of pool play and into the championship games here on Saturday. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. When we come back, it's second of action, Cougars and Mustangs right here on Central Illinois Sports.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Welcome you back here. We get ready for third quarter actions with Brian Shoemaker guiding you through everything here tonight at Beardstown and through the rest of the week. So glad you're spending part of your Thanksgiving week with us. Maybe you're getting ready and getting those early things of stuffing and turkey thawed out and ready to go. And hopefully you're listening alongside with us here. It'll be Mendon basketball to start here the third quarter as Sawyer Allen will pick things up and we get ready to go. Crosses the timeline, gets things over to Schaefer on the left side. Pick through from Lucy. Drives down now to Moulton. This is Moulton, number 2 over on the right wing, along with McMillan. Starting 5 on the floor here for West Central. Moulton replaces Ethan Voss for the Mustangs. They get it into Lucy. Bodied up by Brown, loses the basketball. Sawyer Allen comes up with it. He goes down baseline, misses on the shot. Gets tipped away for McMillan, and Moulton comes up with it. This is Lucy, drives in onto a cutting Schaefer, and he gets stripped away from Mason Berry and knocked out of bounds. It'll remain Mustangs basketball here. Just underway here in the third quarter. Schaefer trying to find an open man. He does it now, and it's going to be Evans with the steal. Evans goes coast to coast. We'll call that a throwdown, not necessarily a full dunk, but a nice little throwdown from Zach Evans on the steal. They get it now to Allen. Allen gets it stripped away again from Mason Berry. He's got his hand on it twice here in the past 2 possessions for Unity. Opening minute of the third quarter, West Central now with a 3-point lead. Into the corner, Hamilton almost gets it. Moulton from 15 feet, no good. Rebound comes right down to Sawyer Allen. He puts it back in. 31-30 ball game as Sawyer Allen now has 8 points for the Mustangs. They toss it in. Chance Little spins around Lucy, goes up with the right hand, draws some contact, nothing there. Gets it on the tip, and the second time he'll get the foul. Lucy will get called for the foul.
Foul called against number 23, Ethan Lucy.
That's going to be his second personal foul. Team first of the quarters. Chance Little goes to the free throw line here for West Central. LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. Phone number 217-285-2808. Trucking for all of your needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. Longtime sponsors here of Central Illinois Sports. Second shot up by Little is up and good. 32-30 advantage here as Little now has 7 points for West Central. Full court pressure again here from West Central. Moulton can't handle it. Goes off of his legs and out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on the Mustangs. Berry crosses the timeline here for West Central. Gets the basketball up to Little at the elbow. Gets stolen away now as Evans can't hold on. Here comes Sawyer Allen. Goes through 2 defenders up. Can't finish on the layup. Now Schaefer fights for the loose ball. Gets it back to Lucy. He goes up with it. Gets stripped away. And a block, and it'll be out of bounds and Mustang basketball. Schaefer will inbounds. Trying to find McMillan. Now it's to Sawyer Allen. 3 ball from the corner is good for Sawyer Allen. Given 11 points on the night. And now Unity claims a 1-point lead again. Evans quickly back on the attack for West Central. He goes up against Lucy, draws the foul, gets the bucket, and Zach Evans will go to the line for the 3-point play attempt.
Evans with the basket and draws the foul. Foul is against number 23, Ethan Lucy. His third.
For Lucy, that'll be his third. Evans goes to the free throw line. 18 points already here on the night. Make it 19 as he makes the free throw and the 3-point play. It's a 35-33 lead. Mustangs trying to navigate through this full court pressure. They get it to Lucy to McMillan. They get through at that time, and McMillan finishes up with the layup. Tied back at 35. McMillan's got 14 points. Brown with the basketball over to Evans. 3 ball from the right wing for Zach Evans. Rolls in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Schaefer. He quickly pushes it down to Allen, but it's intercepted by Evans. Here comes West Central. Gets by Moulton, goes through 2 more defenders up with the right hand on the runner is good for Zach Evans after the steal. Zach Evans now has 21 of the Cougars' 37. Schaefer sprinting the whole way down, goes up against Carson Brown, finishes up on the strong layup attempt. We're tied at 37. Back and forth basketball here in the third quarter at Beardstown. They get it now down into Little. Little goes up against Lucy. Off the back of the iron, no good, and it's going to go out of bounds, and they say that'll go off the hands of Mason Berry.
Checking in for the Cougars, number 4, Cameron Sievers.
Sievers will check back in. Hamilton will sit back down. 5:26 left to go here in the third quarter. Inbounds man will be Sawyer Allen on the full court pressure. Chance Little inbound guard. Here we go to Allen. Now he quickly gets it down Moulton. Moulton's going to have to go up strong against Brown, and he does, but a little too strong, and it goes over the rim and into the hands of Zach Evans. For the Mustangs' credit, as that ball gets tipped out of bounds and will remain West Central ball, the Mustangs have figured out how to beat this press here in the last 3 or 4 attempts. They just haven't always finished on the offensive end with points. They get the basketball now down to Little at the top of the key. Gets it to Evans on the pick. Evans, nice dish down to Carson Brown. Can't finish though, and it comes down to the hands of Schaefer. Blown chances on both sides here in the third quarter to get some precious points on the board in a tie ball game. Oh, Allen with the basketball 30 feet away at the Tiger Paw. Now he gets it back over to Moulton on the left side, guarded by Sievers. Lucy with it, tries to get into McMillan, forces it into double coverage. McMillan up with the hand and good. Nice move from Melvin McMillan. The Mustangs have the lead. McMillan has 16 points, on the night. Berry drives baseline, up and good with the hand is Mason Berry, and we're tied at 39 here in the ball game. 4:25 left to go here in the third quarter. Now Mustangs got to get through this press one more time. They do, and now it's going to be a foul on Sievers as he collided with Melvin McMillan. For Sievers, that should be his first personal foul. Team number 1 against the Cougars here in the quarter. Sawyer Allen with it. Back at the volleyball line as the Mustangs get into their offensive set. They toss it into Lucy. Lucy battles it in, gives it out to Moulton. Back into the big fella in Lucy. Loses the basketball real quick. Sievers dives for it, tries to throw it off of Moulton, and they say that'll be the hustle play from Sievers that wins West Central the advantage. Sievers dives for it, tosses it off of Moulton. It'll be a Cougar basketball. Sievers looks a little winded after that, might have fallen on the ball. Evans drives the baseline easy. Left up for Zach Evans.
Number 23, Zach Evans.
It's a 41-39 lead here for the Cougars. Sievers gets his hand on it. It's going to be stripped away. Here comes Berry with it now after the turnover. Berry, they say that's going to be an offensive foul against Mason Berry. The official says he got his elbow out just a little bit too much on the contact. Ryan Seasting does not agree.
Number 2, Mason Berry called with the offensive foul.
That is the third offensive foul against Mason Berry here in the contest. Ford is going to check back in. He'll sit down Little. Hamilton will set down Mason Berry after the foul. Full court pressure still on the way here from West Central. All the way down now to Lucy. To McMillan. Millen goes up with it after the Euro step, and they say that's going to be one too many steps, and he'll get the travel call. Doesn't like it either. As we've just crossed the 9 o'clock hour here on your dial. Brian Shoemaker, you're watching alongside on Central Illinois Sports live out of Beardstown, Illinois for tonight's Beardstown Tiger Classic. This dandy nightcap has turned out to be a decent one as we are late into the third quarter. Evans with it, kicks it over to Riker Ford. Now it'll be Hamilton, and Hamilton can't hold on to it, and he loses it out of bounds. A lot of turnovers here tonight as guys maybe just thinking 1-2 steps, too many steps ahead. Allen will bring the basketball right at midline. Gets it up to Schaefer. Pick on the way from McMillan, nothing there as they whip it to the right side now. Moulton with the basketball. Takes a couple of dribbles and stops and gets it over to McMillan. He thinks about the long three and goes ahead and fires it up. No good as it rolls off the rim, and Sievers comes down with the rebound, rips it away. Here comes Cameron Sievers, coast to coast, gives it off to Brown. Brown up off the glass and good. Carson Brown gets it from Sievers.
Number 25, Carson
It's a 43-39 lead here for West Central. Now down to Moulton. Moulton on the right side. Cross-court pass to McMillan, tipped by Hamilton. Schaefer drives in. Off the glass, the bank is open for Cody Schaefer. 43-41 for Schaefer now. He's got 5 points on the night. Zach Evans goes coast to coast with it to answer, and it's 45-41. Keith Carruthers says, let's take a timeout. It's an Adams Network, Adams Fiber, timeout on the court. Top-notch computer sales and service. Call Adams experts, 217-214-3423. Fast, friendly, and affordable. We're back here in 30 seconds.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Back and forth ball game. Here's the Cougars of West Central lead the Mustangs of Mendon Unity 45-41 with 2:24 left here in the third. A lot of fast-paced basketball here in the quarter. A lot of turnovers as well. We'll see which team can clean it up and finish some baskets here to maybe regain a lead. Quickly now down. Schaefer finds Moulton. Moulton goes up. He gets challenged by Little and just doesn't get there. A little too high off the backboard as he was a little worried about the hands of Chance Little. Evans with the basketball now, guarded this time by Schaefer. They get it into Little on the nice curl screen, and Chance Little finishes there on a nice move. It's 47-41, 1:54 to go. Moulton now with the basketball, and it goes off the legs of Zach Evans. Schaefer crosses the timeline, gets it over to Moulton, now over to Voss to Sawyer Allen. Ethan Voss drives in, can't finish though. McMillan tries to get it stripped away from Little, now comes back to Voss, gets blocked by Evans. They get the basketball out, and Unity will try and reset here as Ryan Seasting applauds his team's defensive efforts. Moulton, 10-foot jumper, no good as it rattles in and out. Evans will bring it across for West Central. Guarded by Schaefer, now tosses it down into Little. He's double teamed, and McMillan will knock it out of bounds. 1:15 left to go, and here comes Mason Berry back into the ball game.
In for the Cougars, number 2, Mason Berry.
Berry will come back in along with Brown. Sievers will sit along with Riker Ford. Now with Berry back in the lineup, they'll move him as the inbounds man, and Evans will hang out in the corner. Chance Little and Melvin McMillan going for the basketball out of bounds. Both coaches thought it went off the other guy. Officials say it goes off of McMillan. Berry gets the inbounds to Brown, way out at the half-court line, guarded closely by Voss. Here comes Brown against Voss, gets blocked by McMillan. Moulton comes down with it. Mustangs on the run, but he throws it away to Zach Evans. Evans goes up, gets the foul, or not the foul, excuse me, but gets the deuce off the turnover. It's a 49-41 ball game here as West Central now up by 8, their largest lead of the ball game. Schaefer to McMillan. McMillan can't finish, goes up again, and he gets fouled that time. Still can't finish on the short layup, though. It's going to be a foul against Carson Brown.
Against number 25, Carson Brown.
That's going to be his third.
To the line for the Mustangs, number 25,
team
Melvin
third of the
McMillan.
quarter as McMillan goes to the free throw line. He's got 16. Sawyer Allen has 10. Ethan Voss with 9 here on the scoreboard side for the Mustangs as the first one is up and good for Melvin McMillan. Riker Ford checks back in as Hamilton takes a seat. 49 seconds left to go here in the third period. This has been a fun one so far. Free throw is up and good for McMillan. 49-43. West Central will get the basketball to start the fourth, barring a tie-up here in the last 40 seconds. They get it to Zach Evans on the backdoor cut up and good, and he scores. Zach Evans finishes it with the easy deuce. It's 51-43. Zach Evans with 29 points here tonight. Carson Brown tips it out of bounds. Caden Meyer will check in.
Number 34, Caden Meyer.
Carson Brown will sit down with the foul trouble so they don't get him another foul here on the defensive possession. 30 seconds to go. And it's a steal from Evans. Evans goes up with it, gets fouled by Moulton.
Number 23, Zach Evans with the basket.
Evans clears 30 points here in the night. That's his 30th and 31st point of the evening. As the foul against the Mustangs is going to go to Moulton.
Number 2, Miles Moulton.
Moulton picks up the foul. It's his first personal. Evans at the line looking for point number 32 on the evening. Up and good. 54-43 ball game. 30 seconds left to go here in the third as the Mustangs looking to keep within a striking chance here. Schaefer with the basketball, and they say that's going to be an offensive foul on the screen from Ethan Voss. Turnover on the Mustangs. It'll be their 5th personal foul. Offensive foul on that play will not result in bonus shots.
Number 23, Ethan Lucy.
Cougars with the basketball, trying to extend this lead here in the last 20 seconds of the half. Evans with it, guarded by Schaefer as they cross the time stripe. Evans thought about the shot, gives it up to Ford quickly, back to Evans, and it's going to go through his hands and out of bounds. 5 seconds left here. We'll see what the Mustangs have up their sleeve for a full court play. 4 seconds, 3, it's going to be Schaefer. Crosses the time stripes, got to get it up instead of stripped by Barry. Barry will get it out of his hands at the end, and it goes off the back of the rim and no good. We've reached the end of 3 quarters. West Central Cougars 54, Unity Mustangs 43. We've got the 4th quarter coming up in 1 minute.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
We will pay the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now. It is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring.
So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
4th quarter action coming your way here from Beardstown as the West Central Cougars lead the Unity Mustangs 54-43 here. If you're just joining us, West Central actually trailed in this ball game 21-10 after the end of the 1st quarter. Rallied with some full court defense and were able to take the lead, a 29-28 advantage at halftime, and now they lead 54-43 in what was a very back and forth affair of trading baskets here in the 3rd quarter. Cougars now get it into Little. Goes up against McMillan. Easy off the glass for 2 for Chance Little.
Number 24, Chance Little.
And it's a 56-43 advantage here as the Cougars trying to pull away. McMillan with the basketball now crosses the time stripe. Goes down the baseline, gets blocked by Severs, and they say that'll be a foul against Cameron Severs.
Foul called against number 4, Cameron Severs.
That's going to be his his second personal foul, team first of the quarter here against West Central. They get it now to Allen at the corner. Back to Schaefer in the corner. He throws it up. 3-pointer from Cody Schaefer is good. A much-needed basket for the Mustangs. It's a 10-point game. West Central does not give you a chance to breathe in transition off those made baskets. They rifle up a shot quickly from Severs. Now a big pass all the way down from Schaefer to Sawyer Allen. Somebody slapped the backboard. There's no goaltending there. But Ethan Lucy cleans it up. It's a 56-48 ball game. Evans drives the baseline, spin move around Schaefer, up off the front of the rim, no good. Schaefer gets the rebound after a heck of an assist attempt there earlier. Schaefer now drives down, kicks it back out to Moulton. Cross-court pass to McMillan as the Mustangs will slow things up here just a minute. Allen gets this pick from Lucy, drives left side anyway, goes up, withdraws the contact, and they say count the basket as Carson Brown's going to pick up the foul. For Brown, that should be his 4th personal.
Foul was called on number 2, Mason
No,
Berry.
they say it's going to be Berry. Well, it's Berry's 4th either way. Would have been Brown's 4th. Instead, it's Berry's 4th. Sawyer Allen goes to the free throw line, makes it. It's a 56-51 game now as Riker Ford will check back in. Sawyer Allen's got 13. Mustangs just won't go away quite yet here with 6:43 left to go. This was a 14-point ball game not too long ago. Now we're back down to 5. Little drives in on McMillan, goes up strong off the glass, rolls around the rim and no good. They say the basketball will go off the hands of Cody Schaefer, and West Central will retain possession here. Ethan Voss is going to check back into the ball game. Sits down Sawyer Allen.
Coming in for the Mustangs, number 34, Ethan Voss.
Evans will be the trigger man, quickly finds Brown. Carson Brown on a nice inbounds play for West Central. Give him 2 more. It's a 58-51 ball game. Carson Brown with 6 points tonight. Schaefer zips through, gets it to Lucy. Lucy travels because he just couldn't get the ball caught as he was shuffling his feet. 6:17 left to go here. 7-point advantage for the Cougars and the ball after the turnover. Keith Carruthers urging his defense to help themselves out here as Riker Ford dribbles between 2 defenders, gets it to Brown at the top of the key. Now the handoff to Evans. He's got 32 points on the night already. Sievers drives into the lane, nothing there as they whip it around the perimeter. Cougars content to be a little patient here on the offensive side. Step back jumper for Evans off the front of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound is going to be a foul against West Central, and Sievers will be the man caught.
Foul called on number 4, Cameron Sievers, his third, team third.
Team third here for the West Central Cougars. Third personal foul against Sievers. Foul starting to mount up just a little bit here against West Central, and here come the Mustangs quickly on that transition trying to break this press. Schaefer with it at the Tiger paws. The Mustangs get set in their offensive rotation here. To Moulton on the pop out, down to McMillan, now back into Schaefer. Schaefer up off the glass, no good, can't finish. And Carson Brown will grab the rebound. Sievers with the basketball. 5:18 left to go in the contest. 7-point lead here for the Cougars again. Riker Ford thought about the 3. Instead moves it around the perimeter and they get it to Evans. Basketball to Sievers. Takes a few dribbles around the left corner. Now tries to dribble in lane. Got an opening. Kicks it back out now as they kick out. Evans with it again. Chance Little. Ethan Voss sticks his hands out there. Gets it out and tips it away. It'll be out of bounds in Cougar basketball. Little with the basketball, whips it around now the perimeter. Cougars being extremely patient here on this possession. Now they get into Brown, and that's why they're patient. A little patience pays off as they find Carson Brown, and it's a 60-51 ball game. Ryan Seasting wants a timeout. We will take it too. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. Go see the guys at Adams Fiber, providing ultimate internet experience with Wi-Fi and internet packages up to 1 gigabit of speed. That means it's really fast. Visit followthefiber.net to get yours today. We are back in 30 seconds.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
4:36 left to go in this one here as Ryan Seasting called a timeout for his Cougars. They're on the run, leading by 9 now with just over a half a quarter left to play. For the season opener here for the Mendon Unity Mustangs, they have not looked bad, folks. Had a 21-10 lead here, and now they trail 9 against one of the top teams in the area and one of the top-ranked teams in the state here in 1A in preseason. Unity with the basketball now gives it into McMillan. McMillan bumps up against Little, now stripped away from Sievers. Here comes the Cougars. Severs drives into the lane, goes up against McMillan, up with the right hand and good. Cameron Severs not afraid to go against the big guy. Give him 2 more. It's 62-51. Severs now with 4 points on the night. Cameron Severs started to step into a little bit of a leadership role here last season when the Cougars were starting to battle some injuries, and now he's really feeling a lot more comfortable on the floor. And Ryan Seasting sees it and is giving him minutes. Sawyer Allen drives in. It'll be a push foul here on the block. Foul's going to go against Riker Ford.
Foul is called on number 11, Riker Ford, his third, team fourth.
Third personal foul against Riker Ford as Hamilton will check back in. Severs will take a seat. 62-51 on the Pike County Real Estate scoreboard. 3:37 left to go here. They get it into McMillan, goes up a little backwards and off balance, but still gets it in. McMillan has 20 points. Melvin McMillan with 20. Zach Evans with 32. Chance Little with 11. On the opposite side, Sawyer Allen's got 14. Ethan Voss has 9. Schaefer's got 8. It's been a fun ball game. Allen goes for the steal. Instead, Evans goes baseline up and under with a nice little layup move. Give Evans 2 more. 64-53. Evans has got 34. Mustangs are going to have to make a move here with less than 3 minutes to go as they trail by 11. Sawyer Allen with the basketball gets the pick from Lucy. Cross-court pass instead is tipped away and stolen by Evans. Here come the Cougars. Evans goes up against Sawyer Allen. No call on the contact. Ethan Voss comes down with it, and they say that Voss is going to take an extra step. A little bit off balance there that time. Ethan Voss thought there was a little bit of contact.
For the Cougars, number 2, Mason Berry.
Ethan Voss spent enough time on that Mustangs football line, he would know when there was contact. Evans with the basketball. He'll be the inbounds man. Gets it to Berry. Stolen away from Schaefer. Schaefer throws it off Berry. It'll go out of bounds and be a Mustang basketball on the hustle play from Cody Schaefer. Timeout will be taken here on the floor. It's another Adams Network timeout. Reliable, worry-free internet that doesn't buffer and you can handle whatever life throws at you? Well, that's Adams Fiber. Local, providing the ultimate internet experience available. Visit followthefiber.net. We are back here on Central Illinois Sports in 30 seconds.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
Resetting your timeout situation here for you. The Mustangs have 1 timeout remaining. West Central still with 3, and they've got an 11-point lead. 14 fouls in the quarter here against West Central. None currently whistled against the Mustangs. They may have to pick some up here fast if they're going to try and get West Central to the free throw line, but one thing the Cougars are good at, shooting free throws. So the Mustangs are going to have to get some defensive stops here to get themselves back into this ball game with 2:40 left to go. Ball will be inbounded on the far side and head of the Cougars bench. It's going to be Sawyer Allen with the basketball. With the basketball now, they get it over to McMillan. 3 ball on the way. In and out of the rim, no good. Tip around, fought for, down by Carson Brown. Now Ethan Voss gets a hold of it. Sawyer Allen tosses it up to Voss. He didn't see the basketball. Schaefer comes up with it instead. He'll pull it back out. 2:17 to go. The Mustangs have to move here. Waiting for the pick. Comes from Lucy. Schaefer gets it around now to McMillan. Back to Sawyer Allen. He'll pop up a 3. Contested by Hamilton, and it's good. Sawyer Allen knocks one down. It's a 64-56 ball game. Sawyer Allen now with 17 points in the contest. And Ethan Lucy will come out and get the foul. It's going to be the first foul of the quarter here.
Number 23, Ethan Lucy, his 4th, team first.
It's going to be Lucy's 4th personal foul. Severs will come back in here. Cougars inching toward getting their second win of the season here. They've still got 1:43 to slug it out here with Unity, who has put up a pretty darn good fight here tonight. Sawyer Allen's going to come. He's going to pick up the quick foul. Second team foul of the quarter here as the Mustangs need to get to 5 to send the Mustangs or the Cougars to the free throw line. Foul will be picked up again here. It's going to be Voss.
Against number 34, Ethan Voss. That is his 5th foul.
That'll be Voss's 5th personal foul. Moulton's going to check back in here. He and Sawyer Allen are right on the same area.
Number 2, Miles Moulton.
But Moulton will come in as Voss will sit down at the end of the night with 9 points, including a couple of early threes that helped the Mustangs get that early 21-10 lead. Inbounds comes into Barry. He'll drive around now as the Cougars trying to milk the clock out here. He'll get chased down by Sawyer Allen. And they say that one will go to Moulton instead. So it's fourth team foul.
It's the 4th foul against Mendon.
4th foul against the Mustangs. Bonus coming up here on the next one for the Cougars. And now Cody Schaefer will get his hand on the jersey to get the whistle that time, and we're going to free throws here the rest of the way for West Central. 5th team foul means 2 free throws all the way out. No more 1 and bonus here in the state of Illinois anymore, whether that's junior high or high school. Barry, first one in and out of the rim, no good. Waters Concrete, Tim Waters offering quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete is your man. 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. Second one is up and good for Barry. 65-56, a minute and a half to go. Zach Evans on the steal. Zach Evans on the run. Here comes Evans. Throw down. Big hammer time for Zach Evans. And that will put the exclamation point on this one, as the Cougars are now up by 11 points, 67-56 with a minute 10 to go. Evans now with 36 points. McMillan up and under, no good. Rebound comes down to Chance Little, 1 minute left. And Sawyer Allen will get his hands on him to try and stop the clock one more time here. Evans will go to the free throw line looking for points 37 and 38 here tonight.
At the line, number 23.
Not the first time we've seen Zach Evans put up 30 points in this tournament. You saw it last year in the championship game. He put up 30 plus. Danny Stevens put up 50. That was the big decision maker there as the Suns had won the tournament championship. Line change coming up here for the Mustangs. Elijah Parsons, number 11, the 5'6 sophomore guard, along with number 4, Blake Arnsman, the 5'11 sophomore guard. Christian Lopez, the 5'7 guard, number 22, also checks in here for Unity. Line change coming up for the Cougars as both coaches will clear the benches here tonight. It's going to be Carson Clevenger, the 5'9 sophomore guard, number 3. Gabe Howard, a 6'3 senior forward, number 31. Caden Meyer checks back in along with number 20, the 6' junior forward, Zach Howard. Evans will be at the free throw line. Gets the second, and Howard will come in to end the night for Zach Evans with 38 points. It's a 69-56 contest here. And we'll jump across the timeline here. 50 seconds to go. Now they get it into Skylar Godshaw, who checked in. He loses the ball. Here comes number 20. That is Zach Howard, and he'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Skylar Godshaw was the one man we missed there, the 6'1 junior guard who checked in for the Mustangs. Christian Lopez picks up the foul as Zach Howard's here. We'll be back 5 o'clock tomorrow night. So will the Mustangs. They'll be taking on Tyler Crumb's Rushville Industry Rockets, who picked up a win earlier here tonight, a 57-40 winner over Hartsburg-Emden. That Hartsburg-Emden team will be back taking on this West Central squad at 6:30, and the Augusta Southeastern Suns will take on the Beardstown Tigers in the nightcap at 8. Neither free throw no good. Rebound came down into the hands of Gabe Howard. Ball still being fought for up in the air. Now it's a loose ball scramble on the floor. Comes up into the hands of Arnsman. Gets it into Lopez. Lopez takes it up on the layup, try no good. Howard comes down with it and ball go out of bounds. They say it'll be Mustang basketball. 29 seconds left in this one. We'll wrap everything up on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show and let you get to bed. Back over now is Parsons. Parsons dumps it into Godshaw. Kicks back out. This is Arnsman, top of the key, guarded out by Brendan Clanton. No, that is Howard, excuse me. Godshaw, 3-ball up on the way. Skylar Godshaw knocks it down from 19-9. It's a 10-point ball game here. The time is going to run out for this Mustang squad. West Central picks up its second win of the season, a 69-59 win over the Unity Mustangs. We've reached the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. We'll wrap this one up for you here in just a couple of minutes.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
West Central wins 69-59 as we've reached the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. Serving the community since 1942 with excellent healthcare services from primary and specialty care to emergency medicine, Illini Community Hospital here to serve you and your family. Learn more about their services at IlliniHospital.org. Zach Evans is our Derek Harris player of the ball game. 38 points, a big hammer down, throw down, dunk to wrap this one up. And he looked like the All-State candidate that we are talking about here tonight. But if you are a Unity Mustang fan, there's a lot to like here tonight. You saw some well-balanced scoring and some big leadership from the guys in the senior roles. You see some of the underclassmen come up and make some plays as well. Things are looking up in Mustangs country as they take a 10-point loss to one of the best teams in the area here tonight. We will wrap things up for you again. We remind you, 5 o'clock tomorrow night, Rushville Industry takes on Mendon Unity. West Central takes on Hartsburg-Emden at 6:30, and the Augusta Southeastern Suns battle Beardstown coming up here at 8. Wrapping up things from night here at the Beardstown Tiger Classic. My name is Brian Shoemaker. We're so very happy, humbled, and honored that you've chosen to spend your evening with us. We hope you come back tomorrow night. We'll see you tomorrow night from here at Beardstown. Until then, be good.